Morning everyone, I'm Anamika, PhD scholar at Central University of Himachal Pradesh. Today I'll be discussing on the topic cancer biology. So what exactly is cancer? Cancer is nothing but a disease in which some of the body's cells grow uncontrollably and spread to other parts of the body. So basically cancer is the uncontrolled growth of cells which spreads to the different parts of the body. Cancer can start almost anywhere in the human body, which is made up of trillions of cells. Normally, human cells grow and multiply to form new cells as the body needs them. When cells grow old or become damaged, they die and new cells take their place. So, cancer can almost invade any part of the human body, and where it invades, it could be cancerous and it could be non cancerous sometimes. This orderly process breaks down and abnormal or damaged cells grow and multiply when they shouldn't. These cells may form tumors, which are lumps of tissues. Tumors can be cancerous and could be non-cancerous as well. Cancerous tumors, they spread or invade into nearby tissues and can travel to distant places in the body, which is the process referred to as metastasis. These can be also referred to as malignant tumors, and sometimes we have benign tumors which do not invade the nearby tissues present in the body. They restrict to their place where they occur, and these tumors can grow back, whereas cancerous tumors sometimes do. Benign tumors sometimes are large and can cause serious symptoms or could be life-threatening, such as benign tumors of brain. So this picture shows the difference between the benign and a malignant tumor. So here we can see that the cells are non-cancerous and they won't spread to the different parts of the body. But in this picture it shows that the cells, they invade to the different parts of the body and they are cancerous. That means they are rooting towards different parts of the body. Now what is the difference between a cancer and a normal cell? Cancer cells differ from normal cells in many ways. They grow in the absence of signals telling them to grow, whereas normal cells only grow when they receive such signals. Cancer cells ignore the signals that normally tell them to stop, divide, or die, whereas normal cells, they only uh, divide when they are told to divide, and they continue their growth. Cancer cells invade to the nearby areas and spread to the other parts of the body, whereas normal cells stop growing when they encounter other cells, and most normal cells do not move around the body. Cancer cells tell blood vessels to grow towards tumors, and these blood vessels in turn supply these tumors with oxygen, nutrients, and remove waste products from tumors. Cancer cells hide and trick the immune system to help them stay alive. For example, some cancer cells convince the immune system to protect the tumor instead of attacking it. Cancer cells also accumulate multiple changes in their chromosomes, such as duplications and deletions in the chromosome parts. These cancer cells have double the normal number of chromosomes. So this picture again shows the difference between a normal and a cancer cell. So there is a comparison between the two. Many cells that continue to grow and divide. So these are different types, normal and cancer cells. They continue to grow and they divide. These have variations in their size and their shapes. You can see these are well shaped, whereas these are abnormally shaped. Then this nucleus difference also occurs. This is lighter nucleus and this is the darker nucleus as compared to the normal cell. The chromosome number here is normal, whereas in this case it becomes abnormal, and these cells, they cluster with boundaries, whereas these cancer cells, they do not have a boundary. How cancer cell develops? Cancer is nothing but a genetic disease caused by changes to genes that control the way cell functions, especially how they grow and divide. Genetic changes that cause cancer are errors that occur as cells divide, damage to the DNA caused by harmful substances in environments such as tobacco smoke, ultraviolet radiations. Next, they were inherited from our parents. You can also inherit cancer from your parents. The body normally eliminates cells with damaged DNA before they turn cancerous, but with the body's ability to do so goes on as we age. This is a part of the reason why there is a higher risk of cancer in later life. Next, types of genes that cause cancer. So we have basically three types of genes that are responsible for cancer, causing cancer: proto-oncogenes, tumor suppressor genes, and DNA repair genes. Proto-oncogenes are involved in normal cell growth and division. Tumor suppressor genes involved in controlling cell growth and division, whereas DNA repair genes are involved in fixing the DNA damaged caused due to mutations in the DNA. So we have the difference between the types of cancer genes. First we have oncogene, tumor suppressor gene, and DNA mutation, DNA repair gene mutation. So the normal function of an oncogene is promoting division, but when it gets mutated, its abnormal division occurs. Tumor suppressor gene, it suppresses the cell division, but when it gets mutated, it fails to suppress the division. DNA repair gene, it repairs the DNA mutation caused in the DNA, but when the function gets mutated, it fails to repair the DNA mutation. Now, how cancer spreads? Cancer spreads from the place where it is formed to other places in the body. The process by which cancer cells do so is referred to as metastasis. Metastatic cancer can have the same name and the same type of cancer cells as the original or the primary cancer. For example, if a breast cancer starts from a metastatic tumor in the lung, so it is a metastatic breast cancer, not a lung cancer. Under a microscope, metastatic cancer cells generally look the same as the cells of the original cancer, but these metastatic cancer cells and the cells of original cancer usually have some molecular features in common, such as the presence of specific chromosome changes. Tissue changes that are not cancer. So now not every tissue change that occurs in the body is cancer. Not every change in the body tissue is cancer. Some tissue changes may develop into cancer if they are not treated. Here are some example of tissue changes that are not cancer, but in some cases are monitored because they could become cancer. We have hyperplasia, dysplasia, and carcinoma. Hyperplasia occurs when cells with the tissue multiply faster than normal and extra cells build up. So when the tissues, they multiply faster than normal and extra cell buildup occurs, is referred to as hyperplasia. Dysplasia is also the same condition, but in this case the buildup of extra cells is high and the cells look abnormal, and their changes in how the tissue is organized is also different from that of hyperplasia. Carcinoma is even a more advanced condition. It sometimes is called as the stage 0 cancer, but it is not cancer because the abnormal cells do not invade the nearby tissues the way other cancer cells do. The picture here shows the difference between the normal hyperplasia, dysplasia, and a cancer state. So normal cells, you can say there's a normal growth of cells, right? In hyperplasia, we can say there's a high growth of cells, and these cells, they are making a extra buildup. Dysplasia is again a different stage, but it is similar to hyperplasia. You can see there's an abnormal growth of cells. This is abnormal growth of cells. And in this cancer, it is again the abnormal growth of cells, but it has started invading the other parts of the body. Now we move on to types of cancer. We have basically 5 types of cancer, but there are hundreds of types of cancer reported. So we have carcinoma, sarcoma, melanoma, lymphoma, and leukemia. Carcinomas are the most common type of cancers. They are formed by epithelial cells, which are the cells that cover the inside and outside surfaces of the body. There are many types of epithelial cells which have common like shape, which are when viewed under a microscope. Carcinomas that begin in epithelial cells have different specific names. We have adenocarcinoma, which is the cancer that forms in the epithelial cells that produces fluids or mucus. We have basal cell carcinoma, which is a cancer that begins in the lower or basal layer of the epidermis, which is a person's outer layer of skin. We have squamous cell carcinoma, which is a cancer that forms in the squamous cell, which are epithelial cells that lie just beneath the outer surface of the skin. So this is the difference between a squamous cell carcinoma and a basal cell carcinoma. Here we can see the squamous cell, it is affecting the epidermis layer, the outer layer of the epithelial tissue. In this case, basal cell carcinoma, it is affecting the basal layer. As the name suggests, basal layer it is affecting. Next we have sarcomas. Sarcomas are the cancer that form in the bone and soft tissues, including muscle, fat, blood vessels, lymph vessels, and fibrous tissues. So according to the tissues or the bones where it occurs, they are being classified as angiosarcoma, osteosarcoma, leiomyosarcoma, Ewing's sarcoma, fibrosarcoma, liposarcoma, gastrointestinal stromal tumor, synovial sarcoma, rhabdomyosarcoma, and hemangiothelioma. Next we have leukemia. Leukemia, cancers that begin in the blood forming tissues of the bone marrow are called leukemias. These cancers do not form solid tumors. Instead, large number of abnormal white cells build up in the blood and bone marrow, crowding out normal cells. So basically, it is the cancer of blood cells that usually begin in the bone marrow and result in high number of abnormal blood cells. Symptoms could be fatigue, loss of appetite, swelling, shortness of breath, muscular weakness, night sweats, easy bleeding, easy bruising, purplish patches of spots, etc. Next we have lymphoma. Lymphoma is a cancer that begins in lymphocytes like T cells or the B cells. These are disease-fighting white blood cells that are a part of the immune system. In lymphoma, abnormal lymphocytes build up in lymph nodes and lymph vessels as well as in other organs of the body. So basically we have two types of lymphoma. We have the Hodgkin's lymphoma and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. In Hodgkin's lymphoma, people with this disease have abnormal lymphocytes that are called Reed-Steinberg cells, and these cells usually form from the B cells. Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, this is a large group of cancer that starts in the lymphocytes, and these cancer cells grow quickly or slowly and can form from B cells or T cells. Next, we have myeloma, which is also referred to as multiple myeloma. It is a cancer that begins in the plasma cells, another type of immune cell. And this abnormal plasma cells called myeloma cells build up in the bone marrow and form tumors in bones all through the body. Multiple myeloma is also called plasma cell myeloma and Kahler's disease. In the picture you can see that the bone marrow, this is a healthy bone where you can see there's a normal from stem cell we have B lymphocyte, we have plasma cell, and then we have antibodies present. But in case of multiple myeloma, we can see that the part of the bone gets eroded by myeloma here. This part of bone has been eroded by the myeloma, and this could result in DNA damaged B lymphocytes, and result to multiple myeloma cell. Next we have melanoma. Melanoma is a cancer that begins in cells that become melanocytes, which are specialized cells that make melanin, the pigment that gives the skin its color. Most melanomas form on the skin, but melanomas can also form in other pigmented tissues such as eye. So we have a picture here which describes the stage. This is epidermis, this is dermis, this is subcutaneous tissue. In stage 0, we can see that melanoma is confined to the epidermal region of the skin only. Whereas in case of stage 1, this localized disease not only in skin and is very thin. So here it is present in the epidermis, but here it has slowly started penetrating to the skin. Stage 3, it becomes thicker, whereas in stage 1 it was thin. In stage 3, stage 2 it has started become thicker. Stage 3, it spreads to the lymphocytes. You can see more thick, spreads to the lymphocytes, and in stage 4 you can see that it has started spreading to the other parts of the body or the organs. Other types of tumors, we have also other types of tumors present. We have germ cells tumor, neuroendocrine tumors, carcinoid tumors. Germ cell tumors are a type of tumor that begins in the cells that give rise to sperms or eggs. These tumors can occur almost anywhere in the body and can be either benign or either can be malignant. Neuroendocrine tumors form the cells from that release hormones into the blood in response to signal from the nervous system. Carcinoid tumors are a type of neuroendocrine tumors. They are slow-growing tumors that are usually found in the gastrointestinal system, and these may spread to the liver or other sites in the body and may secrete substances such as serotonin or prostaglandin, causing carcinoid syndrome. Now we have types of cancer treatment. So basically on the type of cancer, we have types of cancer treatment. We have biomarker testing, which is a way to look for genes, proteins, and other substances called the biomarkers or the tumor markers that can provide information about the cancer. So biomarker testing on the basis of your genes, your proteins, your substances, which are the tumor makers or the biomarkers, can provide the information about the type of cancer you have acquired. Each person's cancer has a unique pattern of biomarkers, and some biomarkers affect how certain cancer treatments work. Biomarker testing may help you and your doctor choose a cancer treatment for you, especially personalized for you. Biomarker testing for cancer treatment may also be called as tumor testing, tumor genetic testing, genomic testing or genomic profiling, molecular testing or molecular profiling, somatic testing or tumor subtyping. A biomarker test may be called a companion diagnostic test if it is paired with a specific treatment, and biomarker testing is different from genetic testing that is used to find out if someone has inherited mutations that make them more likely to get cancer. Next, we have chemotherapy, which is a very common type of treatment every one of you must be aware of. It is a type of cancer treatment that uses drugs to kill cancer cell. It works by killing or stopping the growth of cancer and other fast-growing cells. It is used for two reasons: to treat cancer or to ease the cancer symptoms. So chemotherapy can be used to cure cancer, which lessens the chance that it will return or stop its growth or slows its growth. And ease of cancer symptoms means that it used to shrink the tumors that are causing pain and other problems. Next, we have the hormone therapy, which is a cancer treatment that slows or stops the growth of cancer, that uses hormones to grow. It is also called as hormonal therapy, hormone therapy, or endocrine therapy, and it is also for two main reasons: treat cancer. That means the hormone therapy can stop or slow the cancer growth and reduce the chances it will return. Ease cancer symptoms means hormone therapy may be used to reduce or prevent symptoms in men with prostate cancer who are not able to have surgery or radiation therapy. Hyperthermia is a type of treatment in which body tissue is heated at 103 Fahrenheit to help damage and kill cancer cells with little or no harm to normal tissue. Hyperthermia to treat cancer is also called thermal therapy, thermal ablation, or thermotherapy. Different types of techniques may be used to create heat or heat for hyperthermia treatment. This includes probes that make energy from microwaves, radio waves, lasers, ultrasound, heating fluids such as blood or chemotherapy drugs, and putting them into the body called perfusion. Placing the entire body in a heated chamber or a hot water bath, or wrapping the heated blankets. Next is the immunotherapy, which is a type of cancer treatment that helps your immune system fight cancer. The immune system helps your body to fight infections and other diseases, which is made up of white blood cells, organs, tissues of the lymph system. Immunotherapy is a type of biological therapy that uses substances made from living organisms to treat cancer. Photodynamic therapy, which uses a drug that is activated by light called a photosensitizer or photosensitizing agent to kill cancer cells. The light can come from a laser or other source such as LEDs. Photodynamic therapy is known as PDT, often used as a local treatment for a treatment of a specific part of the body. It is used to treat actinitic keratosis, advanced cutaneous T-cell lymphoma, Barrett's esophagus, basal cell skin cancer, esophageal cancer, non-small cell lung cancer, squamous cell skin cancer. It is also used to relieve symptoms of cancers including esophageal cancer, which blocks the throat, non-small cell lung cancer, which blocks the airways. Radiation therapy is a cancer treatment that uses high doses of radiation to kill cancer cells and shrink tumors. At low doses, radiation is used in X-rays to see inside your body as the X-rays of your teeth or broken bones. There are two main types of radiation therapy. We have external beam and internal beam radiation therapy. External beam radiation therapy comes from a machine that aims radiation at your cancer, and the machine is large and may be noisy, but it does not touch you, but you can move around very easily. Internal radiation therapy is a treatment in which a source of radiation that is put inside your body. The radiation source can be solid or liquid. Internal radiation therapy with a solid source is called brachytherapy. In this type of treatment, seeds, ribbons, or capsules that contain a radiation source are placed inside your body or near the tumor. Like external beam radiation therapy, brachytherapy is a local treatment that treats only a specific part of your body. With brachytherapy, the radiation source in your body will give off radiation for a while, sending radiation to a part of your body from many directions. Stem cell transplants are procedures that restore stem cells in people who have had their destroyed by the high doses of chemotherapy or radiation therapy that are used to treat certain cancers, blood disorders, or autoimmune disorders. Blood forming stem cells are vital because they grow into different types of blood cells. The main types of blood cells are white blood cells, red blood cells, platelets, etc. Next, we have surgery, which is a procedure in which a surgeon removes cancer from your body. Anesthesia keeps you from feeling pain during the surgery. Anesthesia refers to drugs or other substances that cause you to lose feeling or awareness. There are three types of anesthesia. We have local anesthesia, which causes loss of feeling in one small area of the body. We have the regional anesthesia, which causes the loss of feeling in a part of the body, such as arm or leg. We have general anesthesia, causes loss of feeling and a complete loss of awareness that seems like a very deep sleep. Next is the targeted therapy, which is a type of cancer treatment that targets proteins that control how cancer cells grow, divide, and spread. It is the foundation of precision medicine. As researchers learn more about the DNA changes and proteins that drive cancer, they are better able to design treatments that target these proteins. Most targeted therapies are either small molecule drugs or monoclonal antibodies. Small molecular drugs are small enough to enter cells easily, so they are used to target inside the cells. Monoclonal antibodies are also known as therapeutic antibodies, proteins produced in the lab. These proteins are designed to attach specific targets found on cancer cells. Some monoclonal antibodies mark cancer cells so that they will help in better seeing and destroy the immune system. Other monoclonal antibodies directly stop cancer cells from growing or cause them to self-destruct. Still other carry toxins to other cancer cells, etc. So this was all about the cancer treatments that we can go if you have any types of cancer. So this was all about cancer biology so far, and if any questions or doubts you can write in the comment box. I'll be surely taking those doubts and questions. Thank you for your time and patience.